All right, YouTube, back in it for another one. You know what it is. Got those mean words. I bet the video game COD, Dewey. I hate that guy. I'm telling you, these Fruit Loops out here, they hate that dude. I think that's probably the thing they hate in life most. On this planet, more than anything else that's going on in the world, they hate it when you say mean words about the piece of plastic video game that you also bought, as well as them, that they had no part in creating. We're gonna talk about that a little bit in this video, but check this post out from Sir Charles Shillintel. Now, this is a bundle I had no plans on talking about. Like, yeah, it's cringe as hell. Like, this shit is cringe. Is it as cringe as a unicorn farting in your face, ass blasting you across the map? Nah, it's probably not as cringe as that. I would say the unicorn is a little bit more cringe, but this is still cringe as shit. But the reason why I'm showing you guys this, Charles Intel, just a very generic post, very neutral even, but he's still doing his knob-gobbling work for Activision. He puts up this post, a new Black Ops 6 blueprint coming soon called the Stream Team. He's not hating in this post. He's not being negative. He's not being critical. He's just, actually, he's being a shill. He's leaning more towards being a shill with this post than being a hater, right? I'm sure we can all agree on that. When I signed on Twitter earlier today, I can't even show you guys the post anymore because after I called this dude a nerd and told him to cry about it, he deleted his post, right? But there was a dude, and I'm pretty sure he's a grown man too. He's got Raptor in the name. I can't actually remember his name though, but he quote tweets this, puts up a post crying, right? Talking about how he's going to have to unfollow Charlie Intel because he just can't handle the criticism anymore. If Charles really hates the game so much, he should go and move on to cover other games. Like, genuinely emotional and sensitive because Charlie Intel put up this post here about the blueprint. Like, he's not even hating. He's not even, no, he didn't even say anything. He just said, this is the new blueprint that's coming to the game. He's got nothing in quotations. He's not laughing. He's not doing anything. And this weirdo fucking nerd, this beta male COD nerd, could not handle that. And so when I was telling him to cry about it and call him a nerd, I seen that he was actually getting back to a few interactions under that post that he dropped, quote tweeting this. And he was trying to talk about, it was the tone. It was he's crying about Charles Intel putting up this post because of the tone. Apparently, Sir Charles Shillintel had a more negative tone with this post. He could tell that Charles doesn't support the bundle. He needs Charles to support the bundle. So he's out here crying on Twitter with his 150 followers or 300 followers, whatever it is that he's got, out here crying about it because of apparently the tone. He can feel his tone through this post you guys see right here. That's really just Charles Intel doing his job as a knob gobbler and talking about the Stream Team bundle, not the Dream Team, the Stream Team bundle coming to the game. This is why it will not matter. All you guys talking about how, do you still play the game? You're the problem. Complains about the game, still plays the game. Well, I quit the game, but you guys are still playing it. You guys are the problem. Dude, all y'all talking about boycotts, talking about quitting the game, not quitting the game, doing this, doing that. None of this shit matters. I don't know how many videos I got to make to say that. Like, I feel like it's just, something's not registering, man. We're not getting through. None of it matters. You got too many feminine beta male tards out here in the COD community that will literally get emotional and sensitive over a post like this. They care that much about the video game that they will literally cry buckets of tears if you're not being super positive about the game. If you're not stroking the game off like they are on a daily basis, oh, it's the end of the world for them, man. And these people will continue to be whales. At the end of the day, I've said this in so many videos, it does not matter what I do with this channel. It does not matter the shit that I talk about and what I cover. At the end of the day, I do this shit because it's fucking therapy for me, man. And I like clowning these virgin nerds, these grown men that get this emotional about another grown man's opinion on a goddamn piece of plastic video game that he bought on his own YouTube channel. Watching them cry and squirm is hilarious to me. It's therapy. and ranting about the game, the franchise that I love, that's not in a great place right now. We all want to see it better. Shit is just therapy, bruh. At the end of the day, that's all this is. We ain't changing nothing because there's too many nerds. Can you imagine, not just as a grown man, weirdo, freak, nerd, getting butthurt about somebody's opinion on a video game anyways? Like, that is hilarious in itself. But getting butthurt, out here crying on the socials as a grown man, a grown nerd, crying on the socials because somebody is not super positive, talk about a potentially $25, $30 bundle and a full price first person shooter. Like, the rabbit hole, it goes deep, bruh. This shit goes deep. These nerds, these sensitive, emotional, weirdo nerds, they care very much about the Call of Duty. Better not say me words, but the Call of Duty, man, they don't like that shit. There's another post here from Sir Charles Shillintel. Call of Duty on Steam peaked at only 84,431 players for Black Ops 6 Season 2 launch. In comparison, Modern Warfare Deuce and a Half Season 2 launch week peaked at 154,491 players. For console, Call of Duty went back to #1 on PlayStation Store this week. It is what it is. All of us over here on console, we don't have much to play, but, you know, shit's been bleeding all around, right? And as you can see, Call of Duty, it's not looking too great. We've covered this a lot on this channel. A lot of other channels as well have been covering this. Call of Duty is not doing too great on Steam, and we can't really talk for the other platforms because Steam is really the only metric, the only numbers that we have. So even though Call of Duty is not doing great on Steam, its numbers are down and it keeps bleeding players. Check this post out. This from a couple of days ago. If you guys remember, this kind of goes back to Modern Warfare Deuce and a Half. I remember it was Season 2 or Season 3. I covered a very similar topic, talking about the same things. And actually, this got my channel on Yellow HBK Zero Fusion's radar. He was harassing that shorty guy for months or even years at that point, sending him death threats and all that shit, harassing him on a daily. And then he was making videos every day on Blame Truth. And anybody who says mean words about the Call of Duty, he claims that he does not care. He claims he's got a life. He doesn't care about this shit. And it is what it is, man. Last I seen from that dude, he was challenging J-God to a fist fight because J-God complained about Call of Duty or something like that. I don't know. Apparently he doesn't care, man. This dude, I made a video talking about this specifically, about Modern Warfare Deuce and a Half. And the dude has been obsessed with my channel ever since. Hundreds of accounts. This dude literally has conversations with himself to make it look like, you know, whoever he's talking about, make it look like more people hate that person. Like the last time I seen him actually doing that, he was talking shit about the homie Fooly, and he was using like 5 of his own accounts, having conversations to himself in the comment section of somebody's video, talking about how much of a piece of shit he thinks Fooly is because Fooly says me words about the Call of Duty. He's a grown-ass man, by the way. Talking about like dude in his 40s. Like this is how weird. This is how big of a nerd these Call of Duty super freaks are. These super fans, these virgins, these beta males, these geeks, these dorks, these dweebs. This is how serious they take this shit. But anyways, this was a couple of days ago on Steam, who is steadily bleeding players. Call of Duty ain't too healthy over there on Steam. Right after Season 2 drops, you got cheaters running wild. Every time I go on Twitter, even after the update, there's cheaters all over the place. All I'm seeing is clips everywhere of people cheating. The game is in a horrible state. The servers are absolute trash. Like, we got some problems here, man. Some of these blueprints don't even work properly and shit. You know, the game is down bad. It's not in a great state. Blackcell, the premium battle pass that you can only buy with cash. #2 on Steam, the day after the season drop. And this is the platform also that has been steadily bleeding players. So it hits #2, a fucking battle pass, a seasonal battle pass, and it costs almost half the price of what you paid for the full game. It hits #2 on Steam's top 100 sellers, and Steam has been steadily bleeding these players. It does not matter what we do at the end of the day. Shit is not going to change. Ever since we found out that Xdefiant is getting shut down, they seem to care even less now about Call of Duty. And all these fucking nerds out here crying every day about Black Ops 6, but they were praising Call of Duty when Call of Duty had a lot of these same problems that were introduced in Modern Warfare, Modern Slob, Noob-ass Warfare 2019. They were praising them back then, though. They were telling us who were complaining about the game, we weren't happy with the state of the game. They were telling us to adapt and get good. Now they want to cry about fucking Black Ops 6 every day. I'm seeing all these knob gobblers we've seen through the years. They were always like, oh, Modern Warfare Deuce is a great Call of Duty, man. Y'all are just haters and fucking crying about people crying and shit. They were loving all these games. Black Ops 6 is the game they choose to complain about. And they were busy. Some of these nerds, too, were too busy hating on Xdefiant, making sure that game couldn't breathe. Now Xdefiant's gone. COD is in the state that it's in. And these nerds are crying. It's like, y'all got what you fucking wanted, though. Shut the fuck up and stop crying. Shit ain't changing. We ain't changing nothing. It only comes down to who you want to watch. You want to watch a little bit of Call of Duty content on YouTube? Who you want to watch? Who annoys you the least, or who you think is the most entertaining? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. We got too many whales. We got too many beta males. We got too many freaks, weirdo, geek, dorks. Too many of them, man. And they're going to keep buying these cringy ass bundles to look like a female cat in a Call of Duty war game, in a first-person shooter. They're going to spend hundreds, thousands of dollars to look like this just to buy them all again when the next year's slop drops. That's all I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you on the next one.